Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
All right, here we go again. Buckle up. Rough roads ahead. So I made short work of that, I guess. Thank God. Praise God. If they hadn't interfered in all of my health pursuits and pretended that they were protecting people by doing it, I would not have one health problem that I could probably put my finger on as being, an issue. Right. It was intentional. That was part of their plan. That was the major part of their plan. But what that reveals is that they've caused other people to have psychological disorder and physical disorders by the nature of their activity against that person. And they've caused insurance companies to deny health care straight out. And nobody cares. Why? Because you're making millions, right? Wait till y'all get to hell. But I go to church. You got it, Mike. I'm gonna be leaving the area. Everybody's injured. Mike, it's just the way of the times. Bob, where are you? You're gone. No, actually, Kansas City is supposed to be real, but it's pretty fake. It still has its real stuff, right? But it's all broken. Again, the gifts would fail. Christian gifts. It's part of the Christian gifts. The voices are actually part of Christian gifts, but Satan gets in there and tries to screw them up. Satan being your government, your private sector cronies, corporate leaders. Did we kill that thing that says "wait" yet? And they sit there. It's just it's reverberating. Wait. And like if you don't like wait, they go, we got it, waited. I mean, they're psychotic, man. So I got my Ninja coffee maker out. It's one of the big ones, with the frother. This is how I froth. I put it in my mug, in my thermos, put the top on, and shake it up and down, and it's froth. But it has the frother and the little spoon that comes with it, and it sizes it. The only thing it didn't have at the time, they didn't have that option for the K cup. Right. Now they kind of downsized it, moved the water container. I think you put it in the back and on the side, and I'm not sure if it's on that one. And it has a K cup option, but K cups are just too expensive. I did it when I was in Oklahoma as kind of like this because I was making iced coffee, and it's just the problem is, to tell you the truth, is I was being drugged somehow. And I don't know if I did it necessarily for the security of it. I think I did do it for the security of it. Right. I'm whipping somebody's coffee. Then you could just say it's the coffee. 100%. Agreed. I think it was in the creamer. And what they were doing back then is whatever they were using, it was something that would mess up my stomach. So I don't know. And I know coffee and stomach, you're going, oh, but see, that's common sense bullshit. All of you. Everything was like that. Anything I took that was healthy, they would do that. Like I would take some like something good for the body, and then it would all of a sudden make me sick. I got out of there and I got better. So go away. 100%. I mean, whatever they worked. So whatever they were using was pretty strong. There's no doubt. But again, they do that. So he's crazy. It was the coffee. But yet I can drink all this coffee now, right? That's really why I went to K-Cup, was just kind of the security of it. And then I was assured the same amount every day. So oh, you're just making too strong a coffee. That's how spycraft and witchcraft works. 100%. Thanks, Larry. I mean, it could be in anything. Believe me, we're at that stage of the world where it could be in something you buy off the shelf. They give a shit. They just won't buy it. Their family won't buy it. And in reality, they won't shop in Walmart because they do it in Walmarts. A lot of people won't shop in Walmart really because you can't trust the security of the food there. Because the wealthy people don't shop at Walmart. So they allow it and actually pay people to do it if one of their victims shops in Walmart. Okay, Larry. Well, they don't give a shit if 20 people get sick from it. Thank you, Larry. So, you make the operators, millionaires, and then the rest are just stupid cronies who don't know any better. See, now Satan's telling me to go to 43 East to 69, and I can't tell what's on my right side here. Somebody in not a scramble, what do they call those things? The new ones. I don't remember what they call it. The four-door Jeeps. Wants to fly down the highway. What do they care? They don't shop at Walmart. 100%. So hopefully it cools off. It's a couple 85-degree days. I've been trying to keep my AC down because again I'm paying the bill now. Not that I made it all that cold, but dust mites really pick up at a certain temperature, and I've been trying to get around that and try to grin and bear it. Right. But I'm gonna have to probably. What I'm doing is I need to turn the AC on at night and just leave it on. That's when it really affects you. There's a certain point in the middle of the night where it gets more humid. Right. And at that point is when usually your dust mites come out. But if you have it at 70 degrees or below, then they won't come out as much. It probably won't bother you. Thank you, bro. So again, maybe I'll submit my retraining suggestions to the FOP. Probably a waste of digital data, but but maybe I'll do it just to show you how idiot everyone is. 100%. Because most people that are promoted are not intelligent. They're not good trainers, or there's nothing to them. They're just corrupt pieces of shit that teach everybody the deep state crap and say, "Oh, we're wonderful, aren't we?" So they hate real training. They hate intelligent systems. I mean, it's just based upon what once upon a time everybody knew. 100%. Not necessarily as much as I do, but they knew there was a pattern to training and how to do it. I mean, I used to ridicule officers that were like that. Pull their gun out and shoot somebody 50 times stupidly, whether it was allowable or not. 100%. Now, again, there was something in the training that I imagine caused it. It's lawful to shoot it, I guess. I guess a judge had a problem with it. And again, I'm operating independent of that, but I'm probably in it. Which means I'm not bringing this up. Again, I brought it up, but I brought it up based upon a different case. Right. And now this case rears its ugly head. But apparently a judge has found the civil case goes forward because it's not reasonable. And I always spoke about that a federal judge would eventually find this unreasonable. 100%. Even standing in front of a vehicle. Now, again, the rules of the road say, move, vehicles to stop. But, I mean, it's just, but a lot of it comes from, and it got a lot of officers, you can't train that out of them. And once you do your training, if it's still there, then those people will be handled accordingly. 100%. Because they're just assholes looking for a fight. But what happens is when they deal with stress, the training is heavy on attack the stressor. Right. Again, it's kind of a weird way to say it, but that's kind of where it is. 100%. So you shoot it because that's what your training is generally. Again, that's where all the error comes from. And again, there's a method to again, they say that you're chicken and you didn't fight. Again, I stood behind that officer in Florida. Whatever reason they let him go, there was enough confusion in law enforcement. The mitigating circumstance was there was enough confusion in law enforcement as to what we're supposed to do in any given situation because it was on again, off again. Okay, the written regulations would say you go in, yet officers that went in would get in trouble for something. Again, it's not just a school. They'll say, well, what about the school? Well, it's not just a school. An officer doesn't operate in a vacuum. And the officer has what they call training and experience. That training and experience wires the officer for a response. So to begin with, if you're not going to or at least investigate, and probably I guess you couldn't charge them, but if you weren't going to, I guess you could say malfeasance or something or misfeasance or whatever reason they did it. But if you're not going to investigate the FBI and Fidley for intelligence failures that caused it to begin with, 100%. Then the officer should, he's the fall guy. I mean, Florida's so screwed up, it's not even funny when it comes to sheriff's departments and politics and bullshit. I mean, stalked me for the 7 years I was there. Made sure I never had a girlfriend and threw young girls and gay men at me all day, including gay men with boys. I have no idea what they did about that, if anything. So yeah, Naples is one of those communities where rich gay men and rich family gay men run around with gay boys, underage most likely. Tried to put me into that and into their young little girls running by, wagging their ass. I mean, I couldn't get a normal conversation. And there could even female cops that were in the gym trying to turn me on, knowing they were the kind of girl I wanted to marry. They're bizarre assholes, man. And they develop this mind that just says whoever they say is guilty, and they just keep increasing it, hiring people into it. They pay money to all these people because they're part of it then. They're paying them to be part of the criminal enterprise. They're paying them to hate their victim. And for such cause, say goodbye to the planet. This is weird over here. I'm on 127th. I usually don't go down 1. I guess there's a reason. You know what? If I'd have been here 10 years ago, I'd have a house. I would have went through the downturn here, and this is a strong house ownership community. This part. Where am I? Olathe, Southern Overland Park. 100%. Well, that's what the system owes me a house. There's no debt. Probably owes me 50 houses. Again, I don't know who's there with me, but it's somebody that's ruling in my favor. No, because it's us. You get it? You deny more, you deny them. Or us, actually. We're never them. We're us. You deny more, you deny us. We're never them. We're always us. Some of the real Christians live down here. Real Christians. Again, we know there's people that are downtrodden. Again, that's where judges sometimes come from. They know there's downtrodden people. Go, why it's not fair? Why is they paying not fair? Because that person knows better, that one doesn't. How about that? And he doesn't know better because of what you did to that person's life. What is this? Quivira? I have to go up Niemeyer. I don't know. My people live on Niemeyer. Or wait, Neiman, not Niemeyer. Oops. Bond, James Bond. I don't know who they are. Popo on Niemeyer, are you my people? No fear. They're throwing fear off the car. So if that all, I don't know what's going on, but there's fear coming off of that vehicle, and that can cause somebody to flee. You don't want fear. You want the opposite. You want people to be calm. And when they're calm, then they are less likely to shoot somebody or run at a high rate of speed and cause an accident, that kind of thing. So again, you can actually be nice to a person and internally fear them. That's a lot of officers do. So like on the really slicky ones, on the body cam, they look like they're not doing anything, but they're casting spells. 100% Larry. Thank you, bro. Well, I didn't say the officer was throwing that fear. I said the fear's coming. It could be somebody else. 100%. People own your police department because people do sell out. So like Vladimir Putin could be owning your police department if that's your shadow supporter. 100%. Now they're telling me what happened. It would have timed better if I was on Niemeyer. 100%. If I would have went on Niemeyer at 119th instead of going down 127. There was like something weird on 127th. You're allowed to patrol, but you're not allowed to fuck people. That's just the way it is. All of you. Enough of the bullshit satanic games. 100%. Blue Valley Montessori looks a lot better, but I just don't feel like it's totally healed. She's telling me to make a right here for some reason. Thank you, bro. Now it wants me to go up in here. There's something. Okay, yeah. I just felt it. There's a spiritual wind on 135th at Neiman to going towards Switzer, I guess. Right. It pushes the vehicle. I know you can't see it, so you'll tell me, what are you talking about? The steering wheel pushes the vehicle left or right. It'll actually push a vehicle. When they were killing me in the government, I've never seen anything like it in my life. It's part of my waking up, to a certain degree. But there were these satanic winds. I didn't know anything back then. I was still asleep, but I was in the church and I read the Bible and I'm like, I'm being attacked by satanic winds. Who are those people with those license plates? So I'm like, and so I see meet my neighbor, and I was like, "Hi, how you doing?" And he's like, "This asshole." I'm thinking, "What are you, an FBI?" Actually, that's the majority of FBI agents that I had experience with. They're assholes. 100%. Again, DHS is part of it also. Okay, so no one am I supposed to be saying? I guess the win, that was it. So you have to heal satanic, demonic, spiritual winds that cause accidents. Believe me, I've experienced them. I had to fight it to stay on the road. It wasn't like, but I mean, it's like your tie rod ends are gone, but that's not it. It's just, it's outside of what, Elon Musk says, well, nothing ever goes outside of physics. It was outside of physics, I'll tell you that. Thank you, Larry. So what you want to do is heal your vehicle so there's no fear coming off of it. That, like you want it like to be a Valium. Your car drives down the road, or your SUV drives down the road. Feels so nice to live here. See, that's where the world went. They all go, well, why don't you remember when it used to be? Because if a police car drives down the road and fucks you off, then that world's gone. The world that we used to live. Police car's supposed to be like a Valium. You drive by, oh, it's such a nice guy. See, but once upon a time, officers knew there was upkeep, spiritual upkeep, that they were responsible for. None of them ever told me this. I take it back. Right, Bob. Okay, Bob. Okay, Bruce. I understand we speak in the spiritual world, but people don't consider that. Oh, you took my spot, huh? Which one of my neighbors took my spot? I'm so busy, I didn't even read this email. I got an email back from the management. I sent him the video. And I didn't mean it like snooty or anything. It's just, I felt it was funny. And I guess I'm an eye for something. Oh, I'm good. All right. Hello, you there? Is that my neighbor? Is that my mean, evil neighbor? Well, if the window wasn't open. That's what happens there. They'll move in like 3 Homeland Security people, 2 BI, and like 5 snitches. And my whole world will just be them. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do. Praise God.